The northern Alberta community of Fort McMurray is under a state of emergency. Floodwaters there have washed away roads and are threatening many houses. Fort McMurray is located about 440 kilometers north of Edmonton. Days of heavy rain have pushed local rivers to dangerously high levels. The Hanging Stone River that runs through the community has overflowed its banks, and more than 150 people have left their homes. Joining me now with more on the state of emergency in Fort McMurray is Mike Allen. Allen is an MLA in the area that is being washed out by the floods, and he joins me now by phone. So, Mike Allen, how are people in Fort McMurray holding up?
Well, you know, the community, as in any time there's an issue or a disaster, have really pulled together, Andrew. It's been very encouraging to see. I think, you know, our regional emergency operations folks were right on the ball and were able to, first of all, get out and focus on people's safety. And I think we've certainly accomplished that. Now it's just a matter of time.
You know, we're just looking at some of these images, though, of these fast-flowing rivers, these river overflowing. Can you just describe what it's like in Fort McMurray?
Well, I mean, the areas that are primarily affected are two of the oldest subdivisions in the community, known as Waterways and Draper. Waterways in particular, there's a trailer park that is just as you enter into the subdivision. We've had a significant amount of erosion there, and of course that leads to all kinds of issues. We lost a power line there, and which dropped power to much of the city yesterday morning. We now have a gas line that had ruptured, and that's impacting about just under 300 people in the Waterways district. But there again, REOC has been active and anticipating some of these things, and we've been able to mitigate most of that. And
how many people have had to leave their homes as a result of this?
Well, there was the place impacted the most was in Waterways was a trailer park known as Ptarmigan Court. There was 152 residents that were evacuated from there. They're currently staying in a local arena. We did have a number of residents as well that did not want to go. They were defying the evacuation, but the RCMP have managed to persuade the rest of them to leave. So as far as I can tell right now, that appears to be the only area that's being evacuated. We're just watching the water flow, and it is anticipated we're going to get more rain tonight yet.
So more rain. So what could this mean? How does this compare, say, to other floodings in the past?
Well, this particular river, it's the Hanging Stone River, and as over the years, for as long as they've actually been recording water levels, this is a historic high. So we've never seen this type of flooding from the Hanging Stone River. Typically, we have two other rivers in the community, the Clearwater River that flows into the Athabasca River, and usually in April when the river is breaking, there'll be an ice jam, and that's the one where we have a high risk of flooding on an annual basis. Certainly we avoided that for the last number of years, but and that's usually where we would anticipate getting flooding, not from the Hanging Stone. So, but you know, there's a number of tributaries that flow into it, and there's been a significant amount of rain. So everything from earlier this week, Highway 63 was closed down, the main artery into the community, and then Highway 881 bridge washed out there as well. So it's been all over the region, but as far as personal property and people's homes are concerned, Waterways is the first one to be hit.
All right. Well, we wish you the best of luck in the days ahead. Thank you very much. That's Mike Allen speaking to me by phone in Fort McMurray, Alberta. Allen is an MLA in that region.